Welcome to the Courtroom Chronicles. This channel is dedicated to educational content based on real-life cases and true events. This content shared here is drawn directly from the actual case file, and no names, places, or items have been changed. However, the content has been carefully summarized and presented for educational purposes in a comprehension format to inform, enlighten, and spark meaningful discussions. Whether you're here to learn, reflect, or simply understand the real-world scenarios better, you're in the right place. We believe in the power of truthful storytelling to educate and inspire. Disclaimer: while all stories are based on real cases, they are presented in a condensed and structured format for clarity and learning. Viewer discretion is advised where necessary. This case is cited from the Nigerian High Court online file, which is public record. This is a case between Doye Ewhwerido v. Ehinemo Noble Links Ltd. and Enene. This case was heard in the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja Judicial Division, before Hon Justice Asma Akambi Yusuf, with judgment delivered on the 3rd March 2021. The claimant, Doye Ewhwerido, instituted a suit under the Undefended list procedure against Ehinemo Noble Links Ltd., first defendant, and Enene Irabor, second defendant, claiming late 10,490,000 tonth as outstanding indebtedness from an investment agreement, plus 10% per annum interest from the date of judgment until full repayment. Key documents supporting the claim included Exhibit DE1, Letter of Contract Award, Exhibit DE2, Investment Agreement, dated 27/5/2019, where the defendants undertook to repay 3.9 members. Exhibit DE3, Evidence of 3M transfer from claimant to defendants. Exhibit DE4, Solicitor's demand letter for repayment. The defendants responded with an affidavit of intention to defend, admitting they borrowed 3M and agreed to repay the 3.9 M, but contested the additional interest and denied receiving an extra 1.5 M allegedly paid to a third party, Irabor. The court examined the merits under the Undefended list rules, Order 35, Rule 3 of the High Court Rules, 2018. The judge emphasized that a valid defense must either deny the debt entirely or prove it was repaid, neither of which the defendants did. Since the defendants acknowledged the debt but failed to repay or dispute the contract's terms meaningfully, the court found no valid defense on that portion of the claim. Final judgment. The court entered judgment for the claimant in the sum of 3,900,000 with a monthly interest of 10% from 11th July 2019 until liquidation, as stipulated in the signed agreement, Exhibit DE2. However, regarding the additional 1,500,000 allegedly transferred to a third party, Irabor, the court held that this claim raised a triable issue due to the absence of clear evidence linking the payment to the defendants. Hence, that part of the case was transferred to the general cause list for trial. Who won and why? The claimant, Doye Ewhwerido, won the primary part of the case. Reasons the defendants lost: they admitted to borrowing 3M and agreeing to repay 3.9 M. They did not provide proof of repayment or a strong legal challenge to the agreement. Their objection to the interest charge was contrary to the clear contractual terms in Exhibit D2. The defendant's affidavit lacked substantial merit to displace the claim under the Undefended list procedure, which is designed for debts without genuine defense. The only portion the claimant did not succeed on was the 1.5 allegedly paid to an unrelated third party, which the defendants denied, and the claimant could not adequately link to them. Further legal analysis and how this could have been avoided. This case underscores key legal principles in contract enforcement and litigation. Proper documentation. If the 1.5 member payment had been clearly documented and linked to the defendants, e.g. via express contractual terms or email confirmations, the claimant may have succeeded fully. Clearer structuring of agreements. Parties should avoid vague investment arrangements. A more formalized investment contract with notarization or board resolutions where a company is involved could have preempted the dispute. Prompt repayment or renegotiation. The defendants could have avoided litigation by either repaying the debt or formally renegotiating terms upon default. Defending claims with evidence. Under the Undefended list procedure, any defendant must provide compelling documentary evidence or legal argument showing a real dispute. Their failure to do this essentially ensured judgment against them. Avoid informal transfers. This quote 1.5 and paid into a third party's account, not part of the agreement and not a party to the suit, was a poor practice. Business transactions should remain strictly between contracting parties unless legally authorized. In conclusion, this judgment reinforces the enforceability of contractual obligations and the risks of informal financial dealings, especially under the scrutiny of the court's undefended list procedures. Thanks so much for watching, fam. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, drop a comment below, and let me know what you think about the case. I love hearing your thoughts and feedback. And hey, if you felt a connection or learned something new, give this video a like and share it with someone who might enjoy it too. Until next time, stay safe, stay real, and I'll catch you in the next one.